Hey everyone, it's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1. How is everyone today? I am good. I am here checking in on the status of my 25 albums that I have to make before I was allowed to shop. Because my husband took the day off work today and he wanted to go antiquing and flea marketing. And I thought, oh my word, how am I going to do this without shopping? So I kicked it into gear this week and I made 25 albums. So just to prove it to you now, you will only see 22 here. Not that I'm going to show you each one, but there are 22 here on my desk because 3 of them have already gone to their new homes. 3 of them were, one I had to make for my mother, and then there were 2 orders. And these were things that I used, things I already had in my stash for. I didn't have to go shop for new things for these albums. So that took care of 3. So here we have 22. Now, take a look-see. There's some junk journals. Now you will see some paper bag albums that don't have covers yet. The covers are here. They just aren't quite finished yet. I figured that that was okay because I already have the paper and the product that I'm using in it. I just haven't put it all together yet. So I tried really hard yesterday to finish them. It was so tiring. But those are the ones that I did finish yesterday. So there's a bunch of baby girls, there's a bunch of weddings, there's some girly things, there's some miscellaneous ones. The junk journals there with the binding, they are going to have something simple on the cover that'll say like my journal or secrets or something like that because they're geared toward kids, and those are actually, it's actually like dry erase board, but it looks like the little lines that you can write on like school paper and stuff like that. Are my albums that I managed to complete so I could shop guilt-free. Now admittedly, a lot of what I shopped today is actually for my Zibbet store, but still and I left a lot. There's a lot I didn't buy. I was still watching what I bought because I didn't want to go crazy. But anyway, so there were my albums, and I will do a video at some point to show some of them in a little more detail. But in the meantime, let me show you what I found today. And I'm not necessarily going in order, but I'm just sort of grabbing bags. Actually, on the way back from shopping to pick up my daughter from my parents' house, we stopped at my little favorite thrift store. And I did find a couple things, not a whole lot. But first I found this lace. Wait, I can't see it because I'm not wearing my reading glasses, so I can't even see in the camera if it's focusing. So pathetic. But anyway, that I got, actually, there's about 3 yards of it. I got this because I have to do a wedding album that uses like vintage lace and burlap and things like that in the wedding. So I thought this would be really nice in that. I got this little bag of pink sacks. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do with them, but they were cute. Then I got some recipe cards and some blank large index cards. This is just stuff for junk journals. I got these little filler notebook paper things, which I also thought would be good in junk journals. They're a good size, already cut. They were like $1. Most of this stuff was $1. Little composition books for $1. And then I got all these little notepads. Not like I really need these, but actually I thought they would be nice in Christmassy junk journals. And these were all like 5 cents a piece. I think one of them was 2 cents. Like, what's the point? And I don't know. But anyway, they were kind of fun. So I picked those up for 5 cents a piece. So the most I spent at my thrift store was like 99 cents for these pink sacks. I think my total bill was like $3.80 some cents. So, you know, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so here we go from the antique store. And this is the first thing. This is actually for me. This is not necessarily for resale, but I actually have a couple of these little cards from somewhere. I don't know where I got them, but I really like them. I don't have that many of them. And here I found this whole set. So there's all these little pictures. Look, puppy. And a train. I love trains. Oh, I love trains. Wait, I can't get the train card. Look at that. So anyway, so I picked that up for myself, which of course I will end up using in albums and whatnot, but very cool. It's called Match Set 1. And then we were at a little outdoor place, one of the several we were at, and I picked up some linens, which I don't really need, and I actually might not keep them. This one's quite large. Wait, which is the front side? I think this is the, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is a really long runner. And I might send this to a friend, or I might keep it. I'm tempted to want to keep it, but I don't know that I'd actually do something with it, so I might end up sending it. And the same with this one here, which is really cool. Look at that. Is that not cool? So we'll see if I decide to keep them or send them, or maybe I'll do one of, keep one and send one. And anyway, and then this one I bought, not because it's yellow, even though you know I love yellow. I bought this for the, that trim along the edges. I'll just get out my, what you call it, my seam ripper, and take that off, and it's a nice size. And so then I'll have all that nice trim to use, which again, I'll probably use in that wedding album I said I had to do. So see, so far, one thing really only is specifically for me. Okay, so next on the agenda is, wait, I'm gonna move this. Here we go, wait. I have to move these albums because they're gonna get knocked over and they're not bound yet because the cover isn't adhered and I have to do a different binding on that. Anyway, so check this out. Here is tablecloth number 1. Look at that. Look how pretty those are. And then these little guys too in the middle are pretty. So this is like double bonanza. We get the big doilies and the little doilies. So that I found at a good price. So that will of course be chopped up and end up on my Zibbet store. Okay, moving on. Next we have, and this is from the outdoor flea market. Whoops. All right, so whoops, I'm dropping things. My husband found this. Look at this. Trains. It's train paper. Some of it is blank paper, but some of it is not, and it's got trains on it. And I love trains. So anyway, so that was very exciting for me to find train paper. I have all sorts of train things. It'd be fun to do like a junk journal. Wait, I'm confused. This had 2 prices. Huh. Well, I paid $2 for it. So there's that. And then I also got this little card, which I have a plan for. And then this little pack of seeds. It was like 50 cents and it was cute. They had tons of like this old paper ephemera like this for 50 cents a piece. And I could have gone really crazy. But again, I'm trying to be good because I didn't really need any of it, even though it was tempting. And then I got, look at this. I got these decks. They had these cards that were like 2 for $1. So we got this first set, which is like this ballerina person. I think it's that artist whose name I can't remember. Anyway, so I got those because they're pretty. And then, wait till you see this. Look, look, look! Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. All these nursery rhymes, which I love. Now, I don't know why the person who had them before wrote numbers in the corners. There must have been a reason. But anyway, look at that little Bo Peep. So exciting. So anyway, so I was very excited about that one, as you can imagine, because, you know, I love my nursery rhymes. Okay, so then, here we go. Here's tablecloth number 2. I was checking out tablecloths at this lady. I've never had this kind before because it looks like you should cut it out the whole way to here, but if you do that, then you don't really have much of a doily here. So I'm thinking I can just cut this round part out. I might do some of both, but anyway. So I got this, and this is a big sucker. I mean, it's pretty big. It's got lots of layers and whatnot. It has a hole in it, and it does have some staining. And so the woman gave me a really good price on it. So I was very excited about that. I've seen this style before in my prowling, and I've always kind of wondered how that would cut, and I wasn't quite sure, but I thought for the price she offered it to me, I thought, you know what, I can't go wrong. So I did get that, and then oh, my cards. I'm going to move that. Then the same lady, when I was paying for that, she said, hey, do you have any use for this? And I said, well, sure I do. And it's like one continuous loop. I'm not sure what it came from, and she's not either. And she had 2 of them, and she said, here, you can just have them. Oh, I can just have them? I said, how delightful is that? So she gave me those too, along with this tablecloth, for this fantastic price. Holy moly. Well, if that wasn't bonanza enough, we carried on, and then we went to one, oh no, wait, I missed it. This I got at the same place, it's because it fell on the floor. The same place I got the playing cards. Wait till you see this, look at this. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? That is like a black, it's like a cloth, like a cottony cloth eyelet with, look at that embroidery stitching all over there. Oh my word, it's beautiful. So here's this nice spool of it. There's a fairly decent amount, so that will for certain be going on my Zibbet store. Of course, I'll keep a little bit for me, but oops, sorry. That will be going on my Zibbet store, and I just love that. This was at this big outdoor flea market. That there's always a lady who has like a big bin of different laces and stuff on the spools, and they're all the same price. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are. And sometimes it's just, I look at it and go, there's no way I'm paying that for that. But this one, whoo, yes, that was worth it. So that is really pretty. And then, finally, we went to one last place, and I found a couple things. I found a lot of things. But again, like I said, I left a lot of it there. I did not buy excessively. So now this is kind of showing up orange, I think, on the camera. It is really a pretty corally, a pinkish coral color. And look at that lace. Is that not lovely? So I picked that up. I can't really tell how much is here. I might put some of it on my Zibbet store, but I'm definitely keeping a little bit of that for me because that is a great, great color. Then I found this. Look at this. Look at this roll of crocheted trim. Well, I'm sure it's machine crocheted, but nonetheless, it's that crochet look. And it's not, I had some before my Zibbet that was white, but this is definitely a cream color. And there is a fairly decent amount of that there. So, and that was a good price. There was the antique extravaganza in Adamstown this weekend. So a lot of the dealers had sales. Like there's one place where anything you buy over $10 is 10% off. But a lot of the places this time had 20 or 30 or I even saw a couple that were 50% off if it was over 10.01. But there were a couple places that just gave you 20% off whatever you bought. So that was really nice. But anyway, so, and finally the last thing that I found, yes, here we have tablecloth number 3. And look at that. Now I have had this flower before, but it was in more of a tan color. It was darker, I think, than this is. So, so this is a very pretty creamy color. It almost, it's not yellow, but I mean, it's, when you compare creams, this is like a tanny cream and this is more of a bright cream. Does that make sense? I don't even know. So anyway, so there I have those. Look at that. 3 tablecloths to chop up and a couple trims to put on the Zibbet and some things to play with. And all I had to do was make all these albums. But you know what? If I'd have gone today and only been able to buy things for the Zibbet store to resell, I could have done that too. I think I could have done it. I might have really had a problem though when I got to this. That might have been my downfall. The rest of it, I think I would have been okay if I didn't have to have it. If I couldn't have it. But anyway, so I still, you know, I still think I did pretty well given that I was not supposed to be shopping excessively. Yeah, and I actually had a really fun time making these albums. It was great. I got a lot done. I have a lot more stock now. So I think that I will probably take a couple other times during the summer and go, hey, okay, this week we're just going to bang them out and see how we do. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed seeing the goodies that I found while I was out today. My husband found some goodies too. He found a bunch of Walt Disney World postcards. He collects vintage Walt Disney World items. And then he also found this visor. I should have brought it up to show you guys. He found this visor. It's like, it's from 1985. Okay, so that tells you right there. And it's like, kind of like that clear, oh wait! Oh, it's tied, never mind. I have this, I have a Minnie Mouse visor up here that has the same kind of thing, but it's tied down. Maybe you can see it. Can you see that Minnie Mouse visor up there? See that blue on there? It's kind of like that clear blue plastic. Anyway, so this visor that he bought is made of clear blue plastic on the top and on the bottom. And on the brim it says, you know, Walt Disney World celebrating 15 years or something like that. And on the top part, like where Minnie's head is up there, it says, I'm a winner, because in the 15th, for the 15th anniversary of Disney World's opening, like every 15 minutes or something like that throughout the day, they would just randomly give prizes to people. So this thing said, "I'm a winner." And across the front on the band part, it was like this rainbow, and it had these little tiny lights in it. And it has a battery pack, and when you hook the battery up, the lights go flash, 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 flash. When he walked up to me in the antique store with that on his head, oh, yes. And then we walked into my parents' house. He put it on too when we went to pick up my daughter. And they were horrified. And we're going to Disney World in December. And they're like, "Oh, please tell me you're not going to wear that around the park." But anyway, it is very 80s. So he did find some treasures too. So these days are not just for me. But anyway, so that was my day today, and this was my last 2 weeks, you can see in front of you. So I hope everyone is having a great evening. Have a good weekend, everybody. And I am going yard sailing with my friend Julia tomorrow, so I may be back to show you what, if anything, I found there. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.